Yo, what's good, YouTube? It is your boy Flyer69 coming to you guys today with my NHL 2023 playoff predictions. This is one of my favorite times of the year. Stanley Cup Playoffs yet again. Flyers aren't in it. Of course they aren't. They're trash, okay? Let's be simple. They're dog shit. It is what it is. We're not here to talk about the Flyers. We're here to make my playoff predictions and who I think is going to hoist the Stanley Cup come June. Now, I think these playoffs are going to be really entertaining. The East is an absolute gauntlet. I mean, there's 6 teams maybe you could theoretically maybe see go to the Stanley Cup final. The Bruins, the Leafs, the Lightning, the Rangers, the Devils, and the Hurricanes. Those are 6 teams right there you can easily see make a run to the Cup finals. Now, I don't believe all those 6 of these teams are Cup contenders right now. Most people believe, and I think it's a fair assessment. However, I don't believe that some of those teams I've listed are Cup contenders. We're going to touch up on that. But however, let's waste no more time. Let's get into the picks. All right, edit bracket name. Let's just, can I type? Okay, here we go. Just going to do this. Flyers 69. Here we go. Yeah, I am using the NHL Bracket Challenge. I'm actually going to make a Bracket Challenge league for everyone. So if you guys are wanting to join or whatever, that will be in the link down below. And see how we can compare, me to you and all the subscribers and everything. I think this will be quite fun. Let's start out West. We're just going to do the entire Western Conference, then move over to the East once we are done. All right, first series, Colorado and Seattle. Easy. Colorado, I think Colorado wins in very quickly. Let's just look at the matchup. 94 points. I mean, yeah. Mikko Rantanen, leading goal scorer, penalty kill there at 79.7%. That's really it. 25% on the power play. I mean, they're a good team. They're a very good team. I don't see Seattle standing a chance at all, honestly. I really don't. I know a couple people I know personally that said the Kraken are going to win. I don't know if they're high on drugs or whatever, but I just generally believe the Avalanche are a much stronger team. And again, there's been crazier stuff to happen, so maybe the Kraken do go for a run. However, I generally believe the Avalanche are going to beat them in 5. Avalanche in 5, they're probably going to beat the Kraken pretty easily, in my opinion. I just don't think they have a good enough team. Not good enough goaltending. They're not strong enough forward-wise. No shot. All right, Battle of Minnesota. The Minnesota North Stars, obviously, if you know, this used to be the Minnesota North Stars, the Dallas Stars, taking on the current Minnesota team, the Minnesota Wild. Give me the Stars. I think this is it's not an easy pick. This is going to be a 7-game series. This is going to be an absolute really good series, in my opinion. Got Robo, Jake Ottinger. I mean, they're really good this year. This Dallas team is very underrated against this Minnesota team. Kirill Kaprizov. He's a stud. He's a stud. He has almost 50% of their goals or something like that along them lines. He is a massive part of that Minnesota team. However, the goaltending is a big concern. Philip Gustafsson, is he going to be the guy to carry this Minnesota team? We'll see. I think Dallas wins in 7. I think it'll be a very good series. Now, Winnipeg versus Vegas. A lot of people I've been seeing lately, Winnipeg. I don't know about that. I think they might be on the what's those? I might be aging really wrong here with this take, but I think they're on. I can't say this. They might be on something, in my opinion. No, I can see it theoretically. I can see how people think maybe Winnipeg can upset Vegas. I mean, they got Connor Hellebuyck in net, but yet again, other than that, what? I mean, they're just not that good. They're just kind of mid. I mean, Hellebuyck carried them to this point. I really don't think they stand much of a chance. Maybe Hellebuyck steals them a game. Give me Vegas. I know their goaltending is kind of weak, but I understand this is playoff hockey. Anything can happen, but I just don't see Winnipeg doing anything. I just really don't. Maybe Hellebuyck steals a game or two, but I think Vegas mops the floor with them. That's just what I think happens. Now, this is my favorite series in the West. Not in the entire playoffs, in the West. Edmonton versus LA. Great series last year against these two teams, between the Oilers and the Kings. I, as a McDavid meat rider, okay, we're going to get in this. I think the Oilers are going to win. I think the Oilers are going to beat the Kings yet again. This Oilers team is the best Oilers team we've seen since the Gretzky days, okay? This team is an absolute really good team. Now with Matthias Ekholm back on the defensive blue lines, really changed the course of this team. They've gotten so much better lately, and I genuinely believe the Oilers win in 7. I said Vegas in 5. We'll go Colorado. We'll give them 6. Colorado 5. 7 for Dallas. I think that sounds about right. All right, let's move over to the East. You got, oh, wait, no, yep, I said we're doing the West. We're doing all West first, then we move over to the East. Colorado versus Dallas. This is going to be a hell of a series if this happens in real life, in my opinion. Colorado, Dallas. I could see this going Dallas's way. They have the goaltending. They have Robo. Robo's having a hell of a year. I could see Dallas winning this series facing up against Colorado. They kind of match up well. Colorado does not have the goaltending. They got, what, Gorgiev in net now? Yeah, it's Gorgiev, and he hasn't been great. He's a little worse than Kemper. And there was games last year where they needed Kemper to win, and he just wasn't that good. And I think it'll probably come to that with Gorgiev, and I don't know if he's just that good enough to really do it on a cup-winning level. However, I still think this Avalanche team, they have the experience. They are very, very good. Yet again, Dallas did go to the Cup final not too long ago. I can see Dallas win this series. However, give me the Avalanche. I still think they're a juggernaut. Even without Landeskog, I still think this Colorado team is absolutely deadly. You don't want to fuck with them. I generally believe the Avalanche beat the Stars if they, come to terms in second round. Vegas and Edmonton. Easy. Edmonton. I think this is a matchup that really lines up well for the Oilers. You got Vegas, on the other hand, they got Brossoit in net more than likely, or Logan Thompson. And it's bad I wouldn't say bad goaltender, but it's not great goalie versus not great goalie. I'd rather take Stuart Skinner or maybe Soupy over Laurent Brossoit. More than likely what I do, and they have so much more star power. McDavid, Draisaitl, and on the heater of a run the Oilers have been on lately, I am easily taking the Oilers over the Golden Knights. I still think this Vegas team is very, very good. I'm really high on this Oilers team right now. I'm on the Oilers bandwagon and going to the rematch of last year's Western Conference Final. Avalanche Oilers rematch. Now last year, they did face off in the Western Conference Finals, and the Avalanche kind of, mopped the floor with them. However, I don't think that's going to be the case this year. I do not believe that's going to be the case if they faced off here in the Western Conference Finals. It will be much more competitive, and probably a series that'd go 7 or 6. However, I don't think the victors that came out last time are going to be the same. No. I do not believe the Avalanche would beat the Oilers. When you think about it like this, Gorgiev isn't great. This Avalanche team is missing Kadri. They don't have a good second-line center like they did last year. They're banged up. They don't have Landeskog. I believe that if the Oilers were going to play the Avalanche in the Western Conference Finals, give me the Oilers. We're riding the McDavid, McJesus bandwagon. This is also me being a massive McDavid dick rider. So I am, of course, going to want the Oilers going this far deep. I generally believe it's time for my boy to step up. He's going to do it. I believe the Oilers winning the Western Conference. That is one hell of a take, but hey, I'm willing to stand by it. You can clip it, whatever the fuck you want to do with it. Come back in June. I think if the Oilers get past the Kings, they're going to the finals, in my opinion. They're going to go to the finals, in my opinion. All right, move over to the East. This is the gauntlet over here. This is the very hard to predict side. Let's go with the easy matchup. Give me Bruins. I don't need to explain much. They're a juggernaut. We don't have to touch up more on that. Bruins 4 or 5. Leafs, Lightning. Ooh, this is a series. This is a hell of a series. They had one hell of a series last year. However, that Tampa Bay team just seems a lot more tired this year. They just seem not like they were last year. However, Tampa didn't look that great going into last year's playoffs either. And then they just turn it up a notch. Vasilevsky, come playoff time, becomes an absolute stud. So do not sleep on this Tampa Bay team. You can't. You just simply can't. It's so hard to. I mean, they've 3 Cup final appearances in a row. It's so hard to down on this Tampa Bay team. And then this Toronto team, they haven't made past the first round since 2004. I was 1 year old. I mean, that's actually kind of fucking wild when you put in that perspective. I'm about to be 20. Holy fuck. I gotta cope for a second. Holy shit. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy. It really is crazy. It's been that long for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and they've been bounced out of the first round 6 straight years. They've lost to the Capitals, lost to the Bruins, lost to the Bruins again, lost to the Blue Jackets in the COVID year, then lost to what? Who was it? 2021. The Canadiens. Yeah, that was rough. They were up 3-1, and then they lost, and then, the Canadiens go into the finals and get mollywopped. And then you got Tampa Bay last year. However, this Toronto team feels a little different. I'm going to say it right now, they do feel a little different. I think this Toronto team is a lot better. Goaltending still a question mark. If it comes to Game 7, I'm taking Tampa Bay more than likely. I'm actually not sure about that. No, I'm not. I'm not taking them Game 7. You know why? Give me the Leafs. Leafs in 7, baby. Or 6, actually. Give me Leafs in 6. I think they'll win in 6. I think this Tampa... If it goes 7, I'm worried. I'm worried about the Toronto Maple Leafs if it goes Game 7. We all know how that goes for the Leafs.
The net throws the puck out. He hammers one here. Save, rebound, gets goal! To Bergeron. Screen shot, scores! Rebound is loose. Sagan can't get it. Score! Brad Marchand!
2013. We all know how. I fucking can't wait for that matchup. I hope this happens. But, we all know how the Leafs do in Game 7. It's scary. It is scary, but I have the Leafs beating the Lightning. Hurricanes Islanders. I'm actually really looking forward to this series. I really think this is going to be a hell of a series here. Hurricanes Islanders. Hurricanes missing Andrei Svechnikov. Goaltending a little suspect for the Hurricanes. Going up against one of the best goaltenders in the league in Ilya Sorokin and the New York Islanders with one of the best very good defensive unit in front of them. I'm going with the upset. Give me the Islanders against the Hurricanes. They're missing one of their best players, Svechnikov. That's going to hurt big time. They weren't too hot at the end of the year right there. I really like the Islanders here. That is a team come playoff time we've seen in 2021. They are a playoff team. Yes, they were coached by Barry Trotz, different coach, Lane Lambier behind the bench. However, I still think the principles are still there from Trotz, and because Lambier was also the assistant. But this is such a defensive team. They play that boring style hockey, but they have one of the best goaltenders in the league that take you deep in the playoffs. Give me the Islanders beating the Hurricanes, and my favorite matchup of the playoffs, Devils Rangers. This is going to be Game 7. I think we can all agree, probably a 7-game series. It's going to be probably a classic series. There's going to be a lot of beef in this. I'm really, really, really looking forward to this. Give me the Rangers. I think the Rangers are going to beat the Devils in 7 games. When you look at that Rangers team, Patrick Kane, Vladimir Tarasenko, Vinny Trocheck, Artemi Panarin, Mika Zibanejad, Adam Fox, Ryan Lindgren, Igor Shesterkin. I mean, come on. They are so deep. They have so much star power on this Rangers team. All makings of a cup final team. I'm telling you, this Rangers team is deadly. They were they started slow after all the moves, but they got so much better. Not to discredit New Jersey. Don't get me wrong. They are a very, very young, talented team. They're going to be contenders for years to come. However, I think they're running into the wagon right now. That is the New York Rangers. Give me Rangers in 7. I said Bruins in 5. Give me Islanders in 6 and Leafs in 6. I'm going to go Leafs in 6 there. Uh-oh. Hold on now. All right, now that I got that fixed after whatever happened there, Bruins, Maple Leafs. Oh, if this happens again, my oh my, would this be a series. Game 7 guaranteed. Game 7 guaranteed between these two teams. We've seen it in the regular season. These two just duke it out. They're so evenly matched when they play. It is scary. Very, very scary when these two teams have played. I'm telling you, if the Leafs get out of the first round, I think they're going to be a really rejuvenated team. I genuinely believe they will be a rejuvenated team once they get past the first round and be a scared force you don't want to fuck with, okay? That's how I'm looking at it. You don't want to fuck with the Leafs if they get past out of the first round because they finally got that burden off their back. I think they're going to do great damage. However, give me Bruins. I know I just hyped up the Leafs, but that Bruins team is one of the greatest teams in NHL history. I don't know. This Bruins team is just so stacked. I really would love to pick the Leafs. Don't get me wrong, but man, no. That Bruins team is so goddamn good, and it comes down to goaltending. Ullmark versus Samsonov or Matt Murray. The goaltending question marks are still there. As much as I love this Toronto team, I just can't see it. I can't see them beating the Bruins. However, 7 games. I could see them winning, but I think I still have Bruins winning in 7. Islanders, Rangers. You get in the Hudson River rivalry right here. The trio of the New York metro area, the Islanders and Devils and Rangers, all playing. Well, the Rangers playing the other two in the area. That would be a hell of a scene if this happens. I think it will happen. Give me Rangers. I think there's not much you need to touch up on. I already touched on how much I believe in this Rangers team with how much star power and how really good they are. I really like the Rangers, and don't get me wrong, Islanders very good team. I just don't think they have enough offensive capabilities to keep up with the Rangers, and it comes to a pretty even goalie matchup. Yeah, give me the Rangers. And this would be a powerhouse Eastern Conference final. Rangers, Bruins. Oh, this Bruins team, one of the greatest teams in NHL history, taking on a star-studded New York Rangers team. The likes have no one seen. This is a tough series to predict. This Bruins team, the President's Trophy curse. No one's won the cup as a President's Trophy winning team since 2013 when the Blackhawks did it. Will that curse continue or not? Give me the Rangers. I'm telling you guys, I really like this Rangers team. They have the making of a playoff team. They went last year deep into the Eastern Conference Finals. They lost in 6 to the Lightning. Remind you, they got reverse swept. They were up 2-0 against the Lightning. 2-0, remind you. 2-0, but yet lost, got reverse swept by the Lightning. However, they built that playoff experience. Now you add Patrick Kane, Vladimir Tarasenko, guys who've won Stanley Cups, guys who've gotten Cup experience. I think that's only going to add so much for that New York Rangers team. I really believe it will, and I have the Rangers beating the Bruins in 7. I think that would have to be a 7-game series. No way it wouldn't be, right? There's no way it wouldn't be, unless some crazy shit happens. I don't know. And here's one hell of a Stanley Cup final. Oilers, Rangers, and if you guys saw my season preview, my season predictions at the beginning of the year, I had the Rangers taking on the Avalanche in the finals. Now, there's a difference. It's Rangers, Oilers, and you guys know how much I've been hyping up that Oilers team. You guys know how much I've been hyping it up. However, as much as I hate the New York Rangers, I think Shesterkin and net, Patrick Kane, Panarin, Zibanejad. That's a lot. That's a lot of star power over there. I didn't even touch up Tarasenko, Zibanejad, Adam Fox. Yes, this Rangers team has the capabilities of winning the Stanley Cup. They went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. I believe in this New York Rangers team. I have the Rangers defeating the Oilers and winning the 2023 and becoming the Stanley Cup champs of 2023. As I hope this doesn't happen, in my opinion. I really don't. I don't want either of these teams to win. I'd rather have the Islanders or fucking the Leafs. I want the Leafs out of anybody in the East. However, the team I really want to see win the Cup is the Oilers. I've said this enough. I'm a McDavid meat rider. So, of course, I want the Oilers to win. However, if they match up against the Rangers, I don't know if that's a good matchup for them. The goaltending's still a question mark. Defensively, there is a little bit of shakiness there when you line them up against the New York Rangers. I just generally believe that the New York Rangers are a better team, and I think the New York Rangers will go on to win the Stanley Cup. Come back to this in June when these are way off, when probably the Tampa Bay Lightning are playing, I don't know, the Dallas Stars in the finals again. I don't know. Maybe Seattle goes on a run after I say they stand no chance. Maybe. But only come to find out, I hope the Leafs go to my personal final I would love to see is Oilers-Leafs, in my opinion. That's what I would love to see. I don't think that's going to happen, but I would love to see it. I just want to see McDavid win the Cup. That's all I want to see. As long as McDavid wins the Cup, I don't care who they play. Give McDavid hoisting the Cup. That's all I want. That is all I want. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I'd like to see you guys in for the next one.